Hello, I'm Chris Fowler for Sports Century. That her name is Picabo should tell you something about her personality. That her hometown is a place called Triumph also describes a dominant trait of hers, the will to win. But beyond her name and place of origin, Picabo Street left a trail marked by adversity and redemption across the snowy face of downhill racing. So buckle your seatbelts for the next half hour as we present the life and times of the combustible skier who first zoomed into prominence at the 1993 World Championships with a silver medal in the combined event.
The good run by Picabo Street.
It was a very good run.
Yes!
They all thought it was a fluke, but we knew it wasn't a fluke. They didn't realize who Picabo Street was at that time.
We as teammates weren't surprised at all. We spent time with her on the hill. We could see her focus, see her intensity.
I'm standing right next to the Austrian head coach, and he's jabbing his pencil into the result sheet going, "What is going on? Who is this person?"
Millions more would ask the same question at the 1994 Winter Games in Lillehammer, Norway.
70 miles an hour to the finish line for Picabo Street into second place.
Picabo Street shook up the skiing world a second time by winning the silver medal in the downhill.
The Europeans couldn't believe it. They had no idea what just hit them.
I mean, she was wicked fast. The North American athletes always were very fast, but she came there with a lot of speed.
The big thing with downhill is this confidence and desire to go faster, you know, that fearlessness, and Picabo had that.
Her toughness is second to none. I mean, I've never seen a ski racer as tough as she is.
This was trouble for the Europeans. Not only was she going to deliver, she was going to talk the talk.
When she won the silver, it was as though she won the gold, certainly in terms of the American media, because she was such an incredible personality.
Is America ready for you?
Yeah, they should be. I'm not the most obnoxious thing that's come around the block, I don't think.
She just didn't stop. She was talking. She was so excited. I mean, she isn't putting that on at all. And this is Picabo at her very best.
She's super high energy, and that's definitely the first thing that you notice.
She takes things by storm. And when Picabo wins, she turns on the entertainment mode that, yes, this is great. You know, I am a winner, I am a champion. And she does that better than anybody.
She likes seeing the look in other people's eyes of, wow, you surprised me, you impressed me, this is great, this is amazing.
My first contact with Picabo, I remember I used to like to take a little extra time in the start of a training course and was having that moment of focus. And Picabo slides in and says, "You better get your ass out of that gate because I'm gonna beat your ass." And I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever heard. That was just her way of saying, "Nice to meet you."
Picabo was women's skiing's Alberto Tomba. She had the personality.
It wasn't cockiness or anything like that. It was just that this is natural. This is where I should be.
The ultimate irony in her name, Picabo, is that she never hides.
She welcomes you into her celebration, and you feel like you have just had a piece of that Olympic medal, just as she did coming down that mountain. She has that ability to bring people together.
In 1995 and 1996, Street's fame blossomed as she won back-to-back World Cup downhill titles.
Her stage got bigger, and her audience grew. She's in commercials now. She's starting to become a name that people know on the street. That was unusual for a U.S. skier who had not won an Olympic title.
She gave ski racing in the United States a face and an image for people who don't follow the sport. There have been a lot of other ski racers that were great champions, but they didn't quite punch through into the public consciousness the way Picabo did.
She became the first ski racer to get a Nike endorsement.
The wind howls because it knows it has to race me.
When you talk about marketing athletes, she was at the top of that mountain.
I felt invincible. I felt like physically I was invincible. I was capable of anything I wanted on my skis.
But Street's invincibility was physically challenged when she injured her left knee during a training run at Vail in December of 1996.
I yelled up at the sky and said, "Come on, I didn't order this. I ordered another downhill title, not a year on crutches. Come on.
A foreign journalist from Italy came up to me and just shook his head. He says, without Picabo, what is there to the World Cup this year?
She had come to transcend the sport, like Herman Meyer or like Alberto Tomba. She was in a position to sell this sport to the United States. It was a blow not only for Picabo and the ski team, but for ski racing and skiing in this country, because suddenly it was as if a voice had been silenced.
A lot of us felt that this girl who rides so much on confidence is never going to be coming back again.